5 seconds to go. Start. Sir, the other most important point is we are creating a top heavy administration. It is said that every trustee should have a salary equal to that of a Supreme Court judge. Then, will this not create heartburning in the people who work there in the lower cadres? They are suffering, as one of my honorable friends has pointed out. Many of the staff artists do not get pension, they do not get a proper pay, and no sound personal policy has been established for thousands of artists who are working in this country. How can you preserve the cultural heritage of this country? These are fundamental and basic questions. Then, sir, coming to another aspect, you shall also have to consider that if we do what the committee has suggested, that there should be two agencies of AIR and Doordarshan amalgamated into one national trust, it is not the policy followed in any democratic country of the world. What I have quoted is found in the book here. Two separate organizations are functioning everywhere. When today we are thinking of restructuring the mass media, why not conceive of two national trusts? What is the difficulty? The question is not that of finance. If we can have 11 trustees in place of 22 trustees, why cannot we have two national trusts? The problem of both are different. We require radio in remote villages. That is the first priority in the broadcasting program. This must be taken into consideration because in remote villages they do not see a newspaper. What the national events are, they learn from the radio. So, this must be given wide coverage. Suppose the National Broadcasting Trust is formed, it has to be given some fixed representation in the policy of the government. These things must be given consideration. The national priorities in the mass media need to be considered in providing the radio coverage all throughout the country in shortest possible time. And then about television, I see, sir, what we have not been followed a very consistent policy. On the one hand, for the benefit of the backward areas, the tribal people, we wanted community television centers to be set up. But then the old centers are closed and the new are opened. What is the value of this if you do not have a continuous program? You are requested to make a very strong case for it. The most important question I humbly feel is that we must consider the development of other countries. We may not copy them because we have our own problems. What I was saying is that not only should there be zonal committees, but also there must be some sort of state level committees. I feel that if at least there are state level autonomous bodies, it will be ideal for the country with multilingual problems. A central trust would be controlling the national service. Today also, in the new structural setup, foreign programs proposed to be controlled by the government of India. Nobody denies it. All the countries in the world follow this policy, and it is not a small state where one language is there or some thousands of people are there. So, we should think of having a wide coverage and the national goal being achieved. If we think of centralizing, it is in effect what we have said in the zonal committees, where the director will be coming to the executive body, but it does not solve all the problems. Sir, as pointed out by my friend, I say with all humility that a language expert in a station like Cuttack has not been appointed for the last 5 years. How can it develop the language? How can it develop the local language? These are very fundamental questions. About television, I must say that if one goes to other countries of the world, one finds how far television has developed and progressed there, even in Pakistan. We know the people of day in and day out view the television of Pakistan. Can we not think of some bold programs? Should we only think of autonomy, and with a begging bowl, this autonomy may be held apace until the man with right earnest and devotion becomes the chairman or trustee? It cannot create a new vigor and sense of responsibility by only introducing trusteeship. Things cannot improve. Pious wishes are there. There is a proverb, if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. This is our position. I strongly feel that there must be two separate trusts, one for the All India Radio and the other for television. And the third thing is that not only at the zonal level but also at every state level, there must be a committee so that we can decentralize and look into the development of the regional languages and promotion of the backward region for the greater national goal. These are the most important points. The way the trusteeship is selected is another thing which I do not understand at all. Stop.